Good morning, world. I hope my background music is background enough. I wouldn't want to piss anybody off. And I feel a little bit naked without my flute these days. I may need to go get it. Inadvertently. Hold on, Dan. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of my adoring YouTube fans, which I don't have yet, but it's coming. I apologize. You'd never get away with that on TV. I'm probably breaking rules that I don't know about again. I got my security blanket. I'm ready to. Sorry. I want to comment on the news, but I'm going to let the rest of the world do that right now. The progress that we've made in the hopes of meeting Ian Anderson are amazing. The company called back, the Make-A-Wish Foundation called back and said they want to talk some more. Ian Anderson is in Rome tonight, or somewhere in Italy, and then he's going to be in Switzerland, and then he's going to be in Germany. Just an interesting note. Don't know for sure that I'm going to catch up to him, but I'm trying to remember all of those questions that I have for him and the rest of the world, and that is one that came to me this morning that has been bouncing and rolling around in my head for years now. There's another wonderful artist with the same name, Mr. John Anderson, from a band called Yes. The two of them look alike. The two of them are the two greatest musicians in my book in the world, in history. The greatest composers. They both play stringed instruments. They both sing like angels. They both are very, 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 very close to God. Unbelievably close to God. Amazingly. Ian Anderson, I've considered him to be one of the best, most excellent theologians ever. And I'm looking very much forward to categorizing. So Ian Anderson talks about God here and there. Here and there. Sprinkles it like salt in his music and lyrics. And an amazing lyricist. Thick as a brick. Passion play. Benefit. The things that he mentions about the little mountain mover, the big mountain mover. And I am not an expert at all, but I'm decided to become an expert. In fact, I don't know why I had a hard time looking at the camera, but my back is hurting and trying to think, that's all. And well, the pain, sometimes the pain screams louder than my inner voices, so I kind of forget what I'm saying, but Ian Anderson and John Anderson bear more than similarities, and I've been trying to figure out, one of the things I want to ask Ian is if he is familiar with the other Mr. Anderson running around singing these days. And if he has ever been curious, as I have been extremely curious many, many times, is if Ian Anderson and John Anderson are at all related, because they could pass for brothers, okay? You have no idea. I feel like I'm in a cage of ignorance. There's no way that I could ever learn even half of what Ian Anderson knows about how to play the flute. But I can't help wanting to be able to do what he does anyway. And so I try to think how I can fix my pathetic playing to learn some of his tricks. It makes me very nervous because the friend that I met who took lessons from Ian Anderson said that Ian Anderson got a little annoyed because this particular person was not able to get a hold of the concept that you can sing the note as you play the note. And I have failed to develop that in any way, shape, or form. Of course, I don't have at my disposal what Mr. Anderson has, like I shit. Anyway. That was the grunt. If you heard the background music, that is the grunt that I felt at that very door when I was going into the basement. After a very long, hard, painful day, as all my days are now. It was very weird, feeling exactly what he was saying at the exact time, like almost saying it. Whatever he says. So I try to make every video a little bit better, and I'm gonna take a pain break. I still haven't taken any aspirin. It's really a bitch because I know if I took 4 aspirin right now, damn, that sounded good. I hope I didn't play the music too loud. I hope you've been able to. That would suck. Anyway. Well, but I'm here considering taking some pain medicine called aspirin, 4 at a time. It's what works for me. I have to do it with food though. So hold on, Dad. There's damn commercials coming on. So I had to skip fast forward. I cannot put into my very limited English language. Excuse me, I gotta turn that down a little. Oh, the control is in my hand. Which one is? Okay, so I had to skip fast forward to Broadsworth and the Beast. Simply because, sorry to be so close, and I know I'm unattractive and shit, but at least I got a brain, whatever. I had to skip fast forward to Broadsworth and the Beast because Ian Anderson, as usual, has provoked every artistic bone in my body and soul with this album cover. Not enough can be said. Definitely on my list of things to ask Ian Anderson is, who drew this, baby? I mean, I really want you to look at the detail and the beauty, the balance of the color, everything about this. I mean, if you can look at this and not want to listen to it, brain dead, maybe. I mean, you could have it checked or something. I mean, and listen to me talk, right? I mean, talk about hypocritical statement. Yeah, this is on my list of things I need to learn. I can't wait to dig out his theology. I'm going to have to, and everything he's talking about. That's the wonderful thing about Ian Anderson is he's more like Solomon than Jesus, but he's a lot like both. And Solomon says he had discussions of birds and trees, and like he had, it just shows you he had multi interests, and that's was part of his wisdom. And so I'm glad, yeah, like Ian Anderson said one time, he and I got mad at him about it. That's so stupid, but and then I figured out what he was talking about. But he was talking about his production of a passion play, and he said it, uh, even if it was one dimensional or something like that, he said that a passion play was one dimensional, and I was like, oh, that just really just got on my nerve. What do you mean? One dimensional? That like sounds negative. It sounds like you're picking on it. And that's my favorite album. But then I realized what he was talking about. He was talking about lyrically, not musically. And I was thinking musically. And I was like, damn it. I mean, that's the best you've ever done. What are you talking about? And anyway. So then I understood what he was talking about because I contrasted it to Thick as a Brick, which is the thickest album lyrically. I mean, how do you describe this man's work? But anyway, yeah, yeah. And contrasting it to Thick as a Brick, where he is multi-dimensional, very beautiful, and lyrically, just tell me how you really feel politically, Mr. Anderson, and religiously, oh my God, deepest he's ever gone. But of course, I'm still ignorant. But deepest he's ever gone into Jesus, the Bible, the Creator, the whatever he wants to call him. You know, the legends worded in the ancient tribal hymn, like cradled in its eagle's call, and all the promises they made are ground beneath the sages' fall. Weren't thinking about Hitler at the time, were you, when you wrote those? I think you were. For sure you were. And people like that, I know, of course. Whatever. Very universal love from Mr. Anderson, as usual. So, my addiction continues. Pardoname. Wow, I just noticed something when I said pardoname. I was so pursuing Spanish, like harder than I ever have in my life. And without realizing it, when I got caught up in my new life, that's one of the things that died. And I didn't even notice it till now. That's a month ago. What am I doing? I totally dropped Spanish. I was studying Spanish every single day. I've turned into a teenager again. Plus, here's the icing on the cake. I'm like, my radio station is going to be a Jethro Tull radio station, and the plan is to take my journey through his 12 albums that I do not know, such as Broadwurst, all of them, and put them on my radio station and talk all about it. And talk about how I met Ian and how I grabbed his knee one day. And you know what I was wondering when I was sitting down today is, why am I not sitting down right now? Where's my chair? Cameraman, somebody give me a freaking chair. Oh shit. Piranha's back, folks. Hold on. I can't even think. That's what really, it breaks my chain of thought in every way, the pain. Okay, I gotta sit down. Hold on, Dad. Hold on, son. Hold on, mother, father, brother, sister, daughter. I love my kids. God, I love my kids. Thank you, Jesus, so much for all three of my wonderful angels. So I just watched an interview with Mr. Anderson of Jethro Tull on population. 7 minutes, 50 seconds long. Fascinating. Here again, one of the reasons I love Mr. Anderson is because his ability to articulate stuff that I feel and think pretty strongly, but I don't have the time to stop and figure out how to articulate. Excuse me, I gotta sit down. And oh shit, shark bite. Shark bite. Ouch. So what he articulated was, uh, I can't help it. Sirens distract me. I'm a fireman at heart too, so pray. I pray when stuff happens, but and I run towards danger, not from it. Because I'm a soldier, and because I'm a fireman. 400 years of fireman history in the Jocossin family, including my sister Maria. Plug. Became the chief of all of Chicagoland on the fire. Went to the top of the ladder in the fire department in Chicago and retired. She's sitting pretty. And she's my hero. She chased, when she was 15 years old, she was coming out of the grocery store with my mother. This 16-year-old child decided to steal my mother's purse. I didn't know this until later, but my mother ended up on the ground because she wouldn't let go of her purse. My sister Maria chased the boy that stole the purse, and he had slippery shoes on, she described it, and she had brand new tennis shoes on, and she caught right up to him, and he turned around and said something, I forgot what he said, and then my sister said, I just want my mom's purse back. And then I forget, a bunch of confusion happened. I forget what happened next, but the police ended up arresting some people and found my mom's wallet in the back of their car and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she got her stuff back. And so that's one of my hero stories of my hero sister. Need to hook up with her soon. Sand tray, anybody? Sorry, I'll pick it up later. Pain is diminishing. I wanted to also comment on Mr. Anderson's, the other Mr. Anderson. Plug for Yes momentarily. I got to show you guys this because this is the Fragile album, which I am lucky enough to own. Mr. Wakeman's in here. And I just want to draw attention to Mr. Anderson's picture because he's so young and so good looking, mate, that you're not going to be able to see it very good because it's in. And when I look at this picture, I say two words: noble, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Stoic. That's the other word. John Anderson has lived up to those words. Another amazing truth. You know, I mean, just whatever. That sounds so stupid. Whatever. I'm sorry. John Anderson. Just the fact that he's still touring, still doing music, still in his 70s, and perfectly able, with no trouble, to reproduce the music of the 70s, and yes, with a band called the Band Geeks, and et cetera, et cetera. He's a very, very, very busy man, filled with love and hope. He is, before you die or kill yourself or anything stupid you have planned, make sure you stop and listen to Yes closely enough to appreciate, especially on this album. Please listen to this album today. And now I say this to Mr. Anderson and the other everybody. Before you, if you're in despair or if you're a person that happens to be like struggling with suicidal feelings, this is my ongoing list of things to do that you have to do before you die because life is so beautiful, and I'm going to wake you up to that. Okay, John Anderson, Chris Squire. Chris Squire, where are you, Chris? Mr. Chris, call him Mr. Chris. There you are, you blessed, record-breaking Aspian god of the bass. Here he is. Anyway, I feel really like I'm a fan of these guys, and Chris Squire is no longer with us. Raised choir music, right? Chris Squire and his choir. Mr. Rick Wakeman, very young. I have no idea how young these guys are at the time, and Mr. Chris. Why do I always forget the guitar player's name? Anyway, you guys know his name. Ta-da! Anyway, I'm feeling sillier the more I do this, but I'm trying to promote truth and love and beauty. And anybody that is a fan of Yes, you should go back and re-listen to Mr. Chris Squire. So beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, so we're dropping that now. Can't hang on to that all day. What else have we got going? So, yes, I did mention before, as I have mentioned further into this video, that slow down, Jimmy. This is a frustrating thing because I don't want to watch that. I already watched the interview. So I graduated to, they don't have it up here anymore. Damn, dong, gone it. And so we have to go to the little microscope and say, not Catfish Rising, but Broadsworth and the Beast. I can't see right now because I've only got one pair of glasses. Oh my God. Hold on, Dad. I'm going to have to publish this now because we're up to 20-something minutes. Okay, I love you guys. Follow Jesus in your favorite bands and be good. Just please, people, everybody got to start being good, bro. Y'all need Jesus, really.